February 17th is coming up very quickly, and as you guys know, that's the official release date for the Air Jordan 4 Bred Reimagined, and I think it's time that we have like a real discussion about this sneaker. And I'm not talking about shock drops or anything like that. I'm talking about like a real strategy on how to pick the sneaker up, and maybe when is the best time to pay resale for this sneaker. Before we get into the video, I want to let you guys know about a major giveaway that I'm doing on the channel when we hit 15,000 subscribers. When we hit 15K, I'm going to be giving away a pair of sneakers. Now, the winner will be able to choose any sneaker, any size they want, up to $500 in value. And we will run this giveaway on the live streams that we do on Friday nights at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But I need your guys' help. Make sure you guys hit that like button for me, subscribe to the channel if you're new, hit that notification bell, and share these videos out to everybody that you know. Let them know what we got going on over here. And as soon as we hit 15K, we'll give away some sneakers. Now listen, I get it. You guys are probably like me and sick of hearing about shock drops and exclusive access, when honestly, it doesn't seem like that's going to happen. And we still may get exclusive access or something like that. But even if they do exclusive access, man, getting EA on the Nike sneakers app is like a needle in a haystack, man. Like, yeah, you could get it. You might get lucky. And, you know, if that happens and you get a W, man, salute to anyone who does. But as you guys know, if you've been on the Nike sneakers app for an extended period of time, you guys know that that's like actually rare to get EA. Not everybody gets it. It seems like no matter what you do, right, you can't really game the system or secure them that way most of the time, right? And then there's always like these things that Nike does where you have to take 17 L's on, you know, the Air Jordan 4 over the last 12-year period, and like all kinds of weird stuff that they put out there as far as criteria goes. So I don't really put like a lot of like stock or faith into getting exclusive access or anything like that. It may happen, it may not, right? Like, I'm not really even necessarily worried about it at this point. You know, whenever we get information about something like that, if it happens, you know, I'll be definitely more than happy to let you guys know. But really, in the grand scheme of things, this sneaker is going to be tough to get. It's not going to be an easy sneaker to pick up, and I think people are really starting to come to that realization. At first, when we were hearing about these big stock numbers and people not actually liking the leather Breds, it seemed like they would be not like super obtainable, but you know, it seemed like if you put in a little bit of footwork, you know, you should probably be able to get a pair or two for retail. And now it kind of feels like, you know, this one's going to be tough. Maybe like the Air Jordan 1 Chicago Lost and Found, where the hype was just so high and the pairs just didn't match the hype and stuff like that. This one's probably trending more towards that. Originally, I thought it was going to be more like the White Cement 3s, where they were obtainable, but, you know, you probably could take an L, but everybody still wanted it. But it wasn't as crazy as these Bred 4s. People were going absolutely nuts for these, and I really do think it's going to be a very tough sneaker to cop on release day. Now, I do want to point out that just because we're hearing rumors about 500,000 pairs on the Nike sneakers app, that does not mean that that's what we're going to get, right? That's, even if that's true, that might be like worldwide. And they already did a shock drop in Australia. They did a shock drop, I believe, in Canada. Some parts of the UK, I believe, as well, got early pairs already put out. And if you're seeing the resale prices on like Goat, StockX, and eBay, they did come down a little bit. They were sitting at like 400, and now they're in that, maybe for the smaller sizes, like 325 to 350. Bigger sizes are still 400 and above, but the prices did come down a little bit. I don't necessarily believe all the stock number rumors every time we hear them. Sometimes they're accurate, sometimes they're not. But either way, guys, even if it is 500,000 pairs, that's nothing. That is nothing compared to the amount of hype and attention that this sneaker is getting right now. Everybody wants it. Everybody wants to double up and triple up on this sneaker. So it's going to be one of those sneakers that has a lot of competition for whenever they do eventually release. Now, for those of you guys out there that are retail or bust, meaning that either you pick the sneaker up for retail at like Nike or another retailer, or you don't pick up the sneaker, like you don't pay resale, I really respect you guys, man. I wish I had willpower like that, but I just don't. But you're going to have to fill out every single raffle that pops up for this sneaker. You're going to have to make sure that your points are right on JD and Finish Line from whenever they do their in-store raffle or their exclusive access. You're going to have to monitor places like Dick's Sporting Goods and other retailers to see how they're going about releasing the sneaker. Some of these Tier 0 stores and boutiques, man, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but a lot of those pairs are backdoored. Not every place, so even those places that you think might have gotten backdoored, you still have to fill out the raffles just in case, because you never know. Not every place does things like in a shady kind of a way, you know. So any raffle that pops up, you're gonna have to fill out those raffles, man. You're gonna have to put in all the footwork for these, because it's gonna be mayhem whenever the release date actually comes. For everybody else out there that is willing to pay resale for a sneaker like this, that's like a must cop, like piece for the collection that you absolutely need, need that you want 1 or 2 or 3 pairs of, it might be time to consider when is a good time to pay resale for it. Now, I'll be honest with you guys, originally about a month ago, I did try to pick up an early pair and they just didn't have my size or whatever. So that one kind of fell out for me, and then I sort of gave up because I figured that they would be shock dropping anytime soon. So I didn't want to go out and spend resale money and then them shock drop like the next day, right? So I was sort of holding up, but then when the shock drop didn't happen, you know, I still had that, like, I'll just wait for the release day and stuff like that. But the more and more I thought about it, the more and more I sat here thinking about, I need 2 pairs at least. Like, I need at least 2 pairs, one to rock and one to put away for the future. I was really thinking, like, man, like, it may be time to pay resale. So whenever I saw that they dropped in other parts of the world as like a shock drop from the Nike Sneakers app, and I saw those prices come down, I went ahead and I already pulled the trigger and I got them on the way. So I did pay, you know, resale for them, way over retail, but the prices ain't too crazy, right? They're around like that $325 range in my size plus shipping, so like $335, $340 or so is what I paid. $215 is retail, but honestly, I kind of feel like if I'm able to secure 1 pair, right, at least 1 pair through raffles or the Nike Sneakers app or a retailer, right, then that's a W in my book, because I'll get 2 pairs, right, for like that, I guess around like that $500 range. Like I said, retail's $215. And on the Nike Sneakers app, man, like I just don't feel good about going into the release with there being so much hype and so much attention for it. So I got a pair on the way, and then, you know, I'm trying to get another pair for retail. That's my strategy. That's my goal. Now listen, for people that aren't content creators like myself, I would probably recommend not paying resale today. I'd probably wait till about a week before the release, maybe even about 4 days before the actual release day happens, to see where the prices are. Hopefully they drop a tad bit more so you'll be able to get them for a good price. But it may be time to really consider paying resale for the sneaker, because on release day, I kind of feel like this is going to be one of those crazy kind of Jordan 1 Chicago type of releases where the Nike Sneakers app doesn't work, people are getting signed out, can't make your payment, and we all take L's, and then resale prices might be going up, right? And no one's really going to come off of a pair of Air Jordan 4 Breds for like a deal right after the release, so then you'd have to wait it out and hope the prices go down even more over like the next weeks and months. But as you guys know, we want these now, right? We want these as soon as possible for the best price possible. So honestly, man, $325 if you have like a smaller foot really isn't that bad. $350 or so if you know, have like a bigger foot, or even $400. You know, $325 to $350 really isn't that crazy, man. It's really not. You know, maybe $100, $125 over retail. It's not that bad. In order to save myself the headache of trying to cop 2 for retail, I just went ahead and did it now. But other than that, thank you for all the support. Thank you guys for everything you do for my channel, and I'll see you in the next video real soon. I'm out. Peace. For more sneaker content, make sure you hit that subscribe button and you hit that notification bell so you never miss a video.